Okay, in this video we'll learn about events in Node.js and how the events will be emitted. So let us create a new folder like events.js. Sorry, my bad. Let us rename it and remove this for yeah. Now first to emit any events you should import the events module. So simply let's create a variable called like EventEmitter and new require of as you know the only syntax to import the modules in Node.js. Simply write events. It has given suggestion. Uh, Now let us store this emitter event emitter class in a variable like const my emitter equal to new event emitter. Let's same name of this class event emitter of. Now how to emit this? Simply you need to call this variable and dot emit so that events will be emitted. Simply my event my emitter dot event emit. If you write this, then whichever events created on this emitter, then all this will be emitted at once. For example, let us take an example of customer sales. Uh, Let us create a new event or like sale customer sale, and let us emit the events using this customer sale. Simply write my emitter dot on is nothing but that observes the events which are created on this my emitter. So simply give the same name which you want to emit customer sale and the callback function to call the to emit the response whichever you need to emit when this event is called. For example, I am writing console.log. Let us like write this is a this is a customer sale and write on another event like my emitter dot on same name as it is and within quotations do not forget it and a callback function. This callback function you can also give some arguments. For example, you can pass to the emitter those arguments. For example, here I am for suppose let us pass a number like number of sales. So I am passing a number. You can use this argument like here you can pass that argument. For example, number of sales. So here let us console those number of sales console.log. Then let us use as there is a variable, then you can use a template string. uh, Let us write this. Sorry, dollar is outside. My bad. Yeah, now use this number of sales 9 sales done today. That's it. Let us run this in terminal now. Simply node events.js. See, this is a customer sale, 9 sales done today. Simple. That's how we have called this emitter only once, but you can execute number of functions like within using this emitter class. You can also use ES6 syntax like using classing extending these classes. For example, let us create a class. You should know ES6 script to know these classes which were introduced from ES6 only. So let us create a class of sales which extends the our event emitter class, which is nothing but we have imported that class. You need to extend by this. What it will do, this sales class will inherit all the properties or any methods whichever used in this event emitter class. So it is a parent, you can call it is a child, like that. So to to use those properties in this sales class, you must write constructor. Simply you write this constructor method which you need to give super of keyword. By this you can use all those properties or methods whichever used in this event emitter class. So let us replace this my emitter with now sales. Again it should give same response because we have that properties will be there in this sales class also. Again I am executing node events.js. See, same response as of before. This is a customer sale, 9 sales done today. That's it about event emitters. You can also create some HTTP response events, server events, and let us write for example, let us create a server, HTTP server. For that, first import the HTTP server const HTTP equal to require of HTTPS. Require of HTTP. Now create HTTP dot create server, which you need to store in a variable. For example, I am creating const server. Now I have created a server and I need to observe the server event. For example, server dot on, which you need to give an argument and a callback function. Let us write, for example, we are sending a request. So request with callback function, whichever you need to perform action. It should receive request and it should return a response. So console.log request received, and let us return some response like response.end. This should will come in browser like request received in browser. Now you can also call another events like when the server is closed, you should be informed like server dot on. Let's give a close. It should have argument callback function, and let us console.log some request server is closed, like that. message should come. Now we need to listen to this server mainly to see the response in browser with some port. So write server dot listen, give the port number first. Let us give common port 8000, and the URL which is common in local systems is 127.0.0.1, which we have used previously, and a callback function. So which is optional, we can use. Let us write console.log listening to server. Let us save it and run it again. Node events .js. See, this is a customer sale, 9 sales done today, and it is listening to server. Now let us access this port in our browser. Now let us paste it and write a port name, port number. See, request received in browser. Now let us go to terminal. See, request received and request received. See, whichever we have seen the response in browser. Here if you observe, it is coming 2 times in our terminal. Why? Because we have already previously discussed, like in browser there will be URL. If you log this URL here, for example, see, let us console dot log request dot URL. Now let us run again. I have ended and running node events.js. Now let us go to browser and click refresh. See, response has loaded, and see, first home URL, which is global URL, we are coming, it is accessing, and again fav icon, which is common for every URL or port. So that is why it is coming 2 times. That's it about events. Thank you all.